that you can write down some notes with. You don't want to miss out. I know what's going to be shared, and it has so much to do with this past weekend experience. Our very first speaker for tonight, this gentleman is an executive sales director with our company, with our team, and he definitely does all that he can possibly with regards to serving for his team. I got to meet many other individuals within his organization just this past weekend as well. But every week he comes and just gives us some of that good word. He gives us some guidance, helps us to think about things in a different way. Executive Sales Director Malcolm McLeod, can you hear me, and are you connected tonight? Did you make it on?
Hey, how you doing, Mara?
Excellent. Well, you take it away and work your magic, Malcolm. Let's get it.
Definitely. I just want to give it back to you, Xavier, and all of our top leaders for all that you do, especially this weekend. So I want to tell the team sacrifices are definitely a plus. Making a sacrifice, I made that sacrifice to be in the house, right? Xavier and I had a very in-depth conversation, and he was like, bro, you just got to be there. Man, I gained so extended family because the laughter, the late night just having conversations, I meant extended family. So I love that part, right? But to add to it, what I can take away from it is I heard a lot of trainings, but the one thing that stood out and molded all those trainings was when Rob talked about the diamond and X talked about the culture. Bring it together, it shows what Relentless really, really is, right? Because when you come in, you're getting molded, and a lot of people look at you and they're like, I don't know about this person. And even sometimes you look in the mirror and you're like, I don't know if I can make this happen. But if you stay in it and keep the process going, you become the diamond, from the rock to the diamond. So Rob, we definitely want to give it back to you for that amazing training. And X, you already know it's the culture that makes us together. And from the culture that you provided, this weekend showed itself. Like, it was huge. If you were there, put some ones in the chat if you got some info, you found new family, because I already know our family. Y'all, I don't know who wasn't there, but I know next time everybody should be there, because the energy in the room, like, it was people that I've never met, and as soon as we said hello, it was as if we knew each other for like 5 to 10 to 15 years. I kid you not. The energy was on a whole nother level. I mean, I love it. I'm amped. I came back ready. Bruno, I don't know if you on this call right now, but let me let you know, I've been grinding nonstop. I was like, yo, if Bruno can do it, I can do it. So I was sitting next to Bruno all day yesterday. Matter of fact, like, what's up? Let me find out what you're doing. Let me get some secrets. So definitely an honor. I want to give it back to you guys and the individuals that after me. Wow. I sat down with one of them, and amazing story. So I'm going to give it back to you, Myra, because I feel like what's about to be shared, oh my goodness, it had me in tears. I had to sit back. So definitely appreciate you guys.
Awesome, Malcolm. Thank you for that share. We appreciate you too. And I'll tell you right along the lines of exactly what you said. There actually wasn't a single dry eye in the room. Ladies and gentlemen, if you were on the outside getting to take a peek and look at from the outside towards the inside of what our experience was like this weekend, you do not want to miss the next event for our team. Understand that, yes, there were qualifications, but the truth is everyone there worked to earn a spot to be able to contribute and make this happen. We ultimately give it hands down back to our Senior Vice President, Xavier Marrero, because without his vision in the first place, none of us would even be here. Back when he started out with this opportunity, he didn't have things like these webinars or these team training calls or these types of events. It takes a great deal of investment, definitely decision, followed by that action to make something so powerful like what we shared this past weekend happen. It impacted us on so many levels. Again, for anyone who wasn't there, this is something you don't want to miss out for the next time. You want to do what it takes to hit at a minimum sales director position and work your way on up. So huge shout out again, Xavier, for the gift of being the man behind that act with all the leadership team, having so many individuals as well contribute. You know, I considered it an honor to have my little spot there, and I was able to just witness the growth. But again, not a single dry eye in the room, folks. So going into the very first story tonight that will be shared with you all. Wow, I know Malcolm witnessed this, myself, all those that were there tonight. We got to actually witness two powerful individuals within our very own team share with us what it has meant to be not only on this journey, but to push through no matter what. So like, Malcolm was saying, it takes that decision, that action, right? You got to do it. And I also say, have faith, right? Have faith. Believe in something bigger than the situation that you're in right now, because sometimes people might sit there and get stuck on the excuses, where there are individuals who are taking those same excuses and still pushing through and winning with this opportunity. So without any further delay, I really don't want to take away from their shine. They can go ahead and share this story. We're going to start off with, I believe it's Boss Lady. She's a sales director with this company, right? I met her by way of this opportunity. I'm telling you, when it comes to professionalism, she's on point with her stuff. She's about her business. Definitely a family-oriented boss woman running, what it is that it takes. Us ladies know what it takes to be a mom and also a professional, and then catering to that significant other of hers. But I was so moved. And like I said, there was not a single dry eye in the room when this incredible lady just opened up her heart to us and explained a little bit about her story. So for tonight, you are in for a treat. Do we have sales director, boss lady, Katia Templer connected tonight? Can you hear me?
Yes, Myra, I could hear you. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Myra. I just want to give it back to you, of course, because you are one of the many other women in this industry that I really do admire and look up to amongst everyone else, including Reza, Vicky Quiñones, Lucinda. I could keep on and on. The mentorship and the leadership that this company has been able to offer us is amazing. We've never experienced this ever, and we've done other, network marketing. We've worked with other network marketings in the past, and let me tell you that just a little bit about what we've so far experienced. We were under the wrong leadership. We didn't have the correct mentorship. And every time that I do try to explain this, it kind of makes me a little bit emotional because it wasn't the company. It was because we were in the wrong leadership and in the wrong mentorship, to the point where I honestly thought that they were kind of breaking us apart, when at the beginning we were a very union marriage and a union couple, and to the point to where we were really broken to the point where I just literally gave up and threw the towel and said, this is not for me. And I really kind of hated network marketing, to be honest with you, at one point. However, I found, the faith in God, and when this opportunity was presented to both of us by our mentor, David Marquez, I saw this as an amazing opportunity. And I saw this was very valuable for us to not to give up on it or just set it aside. So we said to ourselves, let's just give it one more try. I got to give it back to my mentor, David, because I have never had a mentor like him ever. This individual has poured us so much wisdom into us. He believes in us so much that we didn't even believe in us. He sees something in us that we never saw in us and it's just everything, that the love and the connection that we've had with David is like no other. And I truly do believe that we are in the right place, in the right company, with the right leaders and with the right people. This past weekend has been an exceptional experience and an unforgettable one for each us both, only because I have, we can both agree that we've had these trainings on Zoom and we've not missed any one of them, but being there physically and seeing everyone, all the testimonies and all the stories, it just makes a full entire difference in the world. And it was truly an honor to have been able to experience that. When it comes to sacrifices, I'm going to be very transparent with everybody on this call. I'm very reserved when it comes to anything that's personal to me in my heart. I was not going to go to the training, only because I did receive some really bad news. I've been battling cancer for many years. This is my third time. And I literally got the news a couple days before the retreat and the event. And I told my husband, I told David, I can't, I'm going to go through chemotherapy again and radiation. And I'm going to feel miserable. I don't want to make people feel bad for me. I really wanted to go into a depression state where I really didn't want to have to go at all. But you know, being pushed by my mentor. My biggest supporter was, he's right here with me, letting me know that, you know, this is what we need. We need it. It was the best decision that I have ever made. I had chemotherapy and radiation, guys, the day before I left, and I didn't go. I left it for this week because I needed this. I needed each and every one of you, because I needed everybody to pour some wisdom into me and just basically remind me that you can't give up. There's more to this than anything else. And I want to let you guys know that whoever missed it really missed a lot, because not only was I able to gain so much from this exceptional training, but I was able to share my little bit of my story, my testimony with everybody there. I'm not sure if Matt wants to add a little bit to.
You know what?
Yes, wow.
That's
And
what,
you know, I just want to say, I pardon me because I didn't give you an adequate introduction as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and introduce him and then shut up and let y'all take the mic, because what you all did together as a married couple just transformed our hearts. You know, I know you reached every individual that was present in the room there, Katia. So again, a ton of respect for you and for having that bravery. And then of course, acknowledging and being beside none other than your husband, our sales director, right? Regional sales director, Matt Ortiz, a gentleman I met by way of this journey. And team, listen, he's been one of those that is just on point, plugged in, following the mentorship, like they say, of David Marquez. So of course, Matt, it was great to see you go ahead and celebrate your wife, give her recognition as a sales director, and for both of you to open up your hearts and just be as transparent and open as a book, telling us that this opportunity has really been behind your union and getting things right and putting you on so much better of a journey. We're blessed to have you both here. And listen, for any of us and most of us, right, that have faith on this line, I know that as an entire team, Katia, we will keep you in prayer. And we will be wishing healing upon you. And there's a God that nothing can limit. So Matthew, please go ahead and just share with us your experience tonight, because the two of you, I mean, you guys rock, and we thank you.
You know what? She said pretty much everything. You know, we do everything together. You know, we have to grow our business together, but also that's what I call no excuses, man. Just bottom hands down to my lovely wife, the leader that she's becoming, and also the leadership, Myra, that you are doing, taking the role and making sure that everybody is where they need to be at the precise time. I appreciate you and your leadership, and your daughters and everybody at the mansion, you know, all having fun. You know, tell you truth, just what we say, strangers become friends, friends become family, and this is what it is. Yo, it was lovely to meet you, Malcolm. I'll let you take it back, boss lady. I know we have a big lineup for us, all right?
Well, thank you again, Matt. I appreciate it. And really, the two of you, I just get goosebumps again. And I know so many others that were there present. Just want to thank you. We want to thank you for being that example, because how many times do we sit here fussing about the simplest little thing? And if we stop and really pay attention to what we have on our hands, there's so many more blessings than any challenges and obstacles that can be, you know, coming towards us. But again, I know that as a woman of faith and someone that really believes in, you know, He Almighty, I know for a fact that you will be healed. You are healed of this. And as a team, I know everyone will keep you and keep those prayers for healing going on rotation for you 24/7. We've got your back. And again, we love you. We love you both for standing,
Thank you, guys.
standing and reflecting the core of being relentless. No excuses, okay? Thank you both so very much, and God bless you.
Thank you.
Of course, my pleasure. We're gonna go ahead and get into our very second, just wow, powerhouse of a man. I'm, you know, still kind of beside myself with that, just knowing that Katia has always been reserved, but to share that part of her, just knowing how powerful it is that what we have in our hand can bring us together and keep us strong and give us a reason to fight. This gentleman, not only was he one of the individuals that did the training for us on over the weekend, over this event, you know, and a huge shout out, starting off with Anthony Bradley, Chris Barnier. We have Rob, of course, we have Anthony Kelly too, that was on the training, the list of panelists of training, Lucinda killing it, Raisa, Xavier, BG doing her thing. There was just so much. Bruno, of course, bringing the heat. But this gentleman right here has already had his name dropped multiple times tonight. So it's definitely going to be another opportunity for him to shine and do, like I said to him, carry out his divine assignment. This gentleman has been a mentor to the entire organization. If you ask me, he's been an example. He's definitely poured into me. He's been a great friend, a phenomenal leader. He's been an example. He's a family man, a husband, a father, and an example outright of as well what it is to not allow excuses or limitations of others be a roadblock to keeping you from where you're going. This gentleman got to have his beautiful Mercedes Benz, right, for his R&R One Level Club status in the driveway at the mansion. He also contributed to making the whole entire event possible. So did none other than our Executive Vice President, Mr. David Marquez, make it onto the webinar tonight. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, Myra.
Take it away. Do your
I was like, why did I have to come right after that, man? Because that was like a reenactment of this weekend. I was like, oh, because I know their story and I know where it was. And it was, you know, faith in God. You know, it's like a present that my wife bought me downstairs, you know. You know, you need God in the middle. That's what's going to hold that relationship tight. And so I'm just blessed and honored to meet them. You know what? I could literally lose the Benz, lose everything, right? And still be, you know, happy and successful that lives were changed, right? Because of this. So I'm just honored and, you know, to be amongst so many great leaders here. And for those that couldn't make it, right? I wanted to go ahead because I brought this up and I haven't even done it yet. We did announce it, but he may not be on here, but I do want to say a prayer and obviously keep Dr. Arnold Bogarty in prayer, guys. This is his award right here. And this is what I'm going to give to him personally when I get a chance to. But I mean, that award night, the first night, man, just to tell you, just kind of to let you know what the trainings were phenomenal. But it was that first night that we had the award ceremony that really let me, because like Malcolm said, a lot of people said, you know, we all see the story, but you don't, I mean, we all see the glory, but you never know the actual story. And there were so many stories that were shared that, I mean, like Myra said, everyone was in tears. And then obviously the trainings, you know, getting to you know, learn, like we see everybody online, but it's like, and it's crazy because, you know, you see them so much on Zoom that, you know, you feel like you're right there with them. Like, and so when you get to meet them and you get to see the humble heart that everybody has, you're like, no wonder why you're here. No wonder why you are considered a leader, because nobody puts themselves over each other, right? Everybody thinks about others, right? And that's really what it's about. So when I heard, you know, Katya's story and testimony, I know it gets deeper. If you guys have never been, you need to make sure that the next one you're there, right? Because not only that, the trainings itself aren't the normal trainings that you get. You know, we had JoJo that went ahead and taught on business, you know, incorporating, how to go ahead and write off taxes on a lot more stuff, get tax advantages. So, I mean, if you want to really learn stuff that's not taught every day, you want to make sure that you're there for the next one. And then again, it's all about culture. It's about fun, you know, family. We had children, their family. I mean, that's what it's about. So I highly encourage you guys to get ready for that. We are in the midst of getting together and doing stuff, renting another spot for a couple of other trainings that we have in the midst. I know we got GoPro coming up, but guys, I mean, you can, I know we have a long lineup. I just wanted to share my moment and what really made it for me and my family. And we didn't even go to bed that night. That first night when we got, I mean, I was like, it's 6 a.m. and I'm just laying in the bed next to my wife. And I'm like, I never knew that about this. And then you realize it, you know, a lot of people keep everything hidden and they don't realize it, that when you share that story, when you share it, you know, it relates, somebody needed to hear it. And that's really what's touching. So I'm just blessed to be a part of you guys. I do want to also pull out this because I haven't even put it up yet. And I'm just thankful, you know, that Senior Vice President Xavier Marrero presented me with this award here. And so now I got a spot for it. So I'm putting it right here, right? So now when I do it, yeah, man, but it was really a blessing. Recognition is everything, but I think more importantly, that's when everybody got to open up. And so I'm really excited for the next one. So I really don't have anything else to say. I'm still in awe, and I'm still just now getting situated. I made some sacrifices too. My family, you know, my son, he was here for 3 weeks, and I was all hype about, you know, getting him to the mansion. And, you know, when we had the lineup that we had and the amount of people that were able to make it, I had to make sacrifices. So we ended up leaving last night, and my son flew out today. So I've been literally on the go, but we're ready to work. We're ready to grind. I'm a brand new agent, guys. Guess what? I'm no longer that EVP, right? I always build that way. And I notice when I do, it always prepares me for the next level, right? Every new level brings a new devil. And just to end it, you know, I will share. I know a lot of people don't know my story, but, you know, I was a convicted felon. I couldn't work in corporate America. And that's really what led me. You know, one of the greatest things that ever happened to me was that I didn't have a choice. I had nowhere else to go. And so I went ahead and, you know, my ships were burned for me. So I had to go and learn to be an entrepreneur. I bought a cell phone repair shop. I owned my DJ business, and you know, I traded time for money. And I eventually got sick and tired of it because I wanted to spend time with my children and my wife. And so that's what led me into network marketing. I found out there was a better way. It ain't perfect, but like Eric Worre says, it is better. And I promise you, you know, it's if you do the due diligence and working and learning and training. And I mean, I got books in here, you know, I've read for literally years on this subject. And when I see, I'm like, why wouldn't anybody, you know, why wouldn't everyone want to do this? Because it does give you an opportunity to spend time with the family while still creating income, right? Residual income. But, you know, that's my story, guys. I went ahead, I just cut it short because I know we got a lot of major hitters on this lineup. We got a phenomenal training coming right now. And I just want to say I appreciate every single one of you guys. You know, I'm no one special. Don't look at that title and think anything different. You know, I was broke, busted, and disgusted too. And it literally was that driving factor, you know, that made me realize I needed to go ahead and start learning something new. And I literally duplicated things from all other leaders. And I applied it with my twist, and boom, that's how it became EVP. So if you're on this call and you're a brand new agent, just know that. Absorb, soak this in, take notes, and take a little bit of me, take a little bit of Myra, take a little bit of Malcolm, take a little bit of X, Katia, you know, Matt, Bruno, everyone on here, and add it with your twist. And boom, you name the title you want to be. So with that, God bless you guys. Love y'all. Myra, go ahead and take it over. Let's get it. I'm a brand new agent. Welcome me to the team.
Woo! Welcome to the team, David. What's good? I feel like I'm a brand new agent right now too, man. Really, thank you for all that you do, bringing that knowledge. You made this something that you literally carried out, all that you learned professionally. You take this to the next level. You are a professional at this. Hats off to you. You know, I always come to you too. And I really can't thank you enough, just like the whole entire team. We all appreciate you. I don't care what you say, you are special, okay? You are special to each and every single one of us, but it also shows your level of humility. And we just appreciate you for being unique in that. Just a blessing for all of us and an example by far. A leader's leader, no question about it. And thank you as well too for that save. Joe Chris Barranco came with some phenomenal training, but you know what? I as well am still kind of on that high from this experience, still pretty much just settling in because I got to go ahead and take advantage of where we were with my daughters too. But here's the thing, the training was not just your basic training. So I'm just gonna stress it again. Like I said it, like he said it, like you're gonna hear from any one of us share. This weekend was not just that training you get in your back office. These are experiences you have to live. We had real life conversations. We had deals getting closed in the room. in the rooms at the same time, right? All across the board. So without any further delay, let me just go ahead and introduce to you tonight's next gentleman that's going to speak. Go ahead and take it away and close it out for this evening tonight. To him, we give all the recognition, because had he given up on his belief, had he ever thrown in the towel for what he wanted for himself or his family and his loved ones, none of us wouldn't be here. Team Relentless wouldn't exist. And understand, he went above and beyond, if you ask me, to making sure that we create a system as a team, because these things right here, they were not around. I remember when this gentleman called me on the phone to get started, I saw no video, no presentation, no nothing. But the truth is, when you see somebody working on what I consider their divine assignment, I don't think they can get it wrong. So if you are here and you're able to hear from this gentleman, trust and believe this is someone you want to listen to, right? He is not only a level, 4 at this point, R&R club member, almost, right? We're gonna go ahead and open up our ears, open up our hearts, open up our minds to receive what it is that our senior vice president, none other than Mr. Xavier Marrero himself, who made this entire event possible, who day in and day out relentlessly allows us all to step into the next level of who we're supposed to be. I'm going to allow this gentleman to go ahead and blow our minds with whatever he wants to share with us tonight. Because again, giving him all the thanks and recognition, because thanks to him, this is all possible. Senior Vice President Xavier Marrero, can you hear me? Are you connected tonight?
Yes, Mark, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Take it away.
Perfect, perfect. Team Relentless, what's going on? I know I can't hear you, but let me see some facial expressions. You guys know I go off of energy, right? High energy equals high income. I know they say I'm crazy, but crazy people make crazy money, so it doesn't matter. Let's get it, right? But guys, look, man, super, super, super excited. And for those that don't know me, if you're a brand new agent, welcome to Team Relentless. I'm a senior vice president with our company. We've been here now
in a nice way, just like how I talked to you,
and then we're gonna go ahead and mute.
Xavier, you're muted.
All right, perfect. You guys can hear me?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right, perfect. Everybody, make sure y'all mute your lines, man. You guys already know that, right? We having a training. No interruption. See, here we talking about. Give me 1 second. Mute all. All right, here we go. Let's try this again. How you guys doing? Please don't unmute your lines. I just want to see some facial reactions. What's going on? Some gestures, hands up in the air. Diamonds are forever white. What's going on? What's going on? But guys, look, like I was stating, right? For the ones that don't know who I am, Xavier Marrero, one of the senior vice president, been with the company now about 3 years. Long story short, so we can get into this training, right? Basically 3.5 years ago, homeless, lost my house, lost my car, went through a divorce, right? Credit done took a hit, went down all the way to the 450. Understood what my buying power was, and understood that basically every door is closed in my face due to that credit score. Came across this company. Within less than 3 months, I went to a 750, got my buying power back. The crazy thing is, I just went out there and started sharing the information with everyone. And before I knew it, I never had to clock into a job. And thank God we sit here now as a multiple 6-figure earner from a small investment of $288. So give yourself a round of applause for investing $288, right? And they say it's okay to be a copycat, just copy the right cat. Meaning that means you're going to have multiple 6 figures coming in very soon, less than 3 years. Just follow the system, just the same way I did. But guys, man, I'm super excited because I have to say this weekend was much needed. Team Relentless, we're known for our culture. Team Relentless, we are known for the principles and morals. We are known because of the family that we are. And of course, we just get results in return, right? It just works that way, right? But guys, look, we got together with the leaders, and I said, leaders, what can we do? I want to go ahead and take this to the next level. I want to go ahead and bring that culture that's been missing due to this COVID, and I want to go ahead and get this momentum. I want people to remember what Relentless is all about. So what we did is we actually went ahead and we got this event together, right? Turned around, we invested, got this beautiful mansion, and I have to say the turnout was exactly what I was looking for. But man, one of those nights was like the most powerful night of them all. One of those nights just reminded me why I did what I did. The blood, the sweat, the tears, the sacrifices. It reminded me that I'm so grateful why I never gave up, because at one point, I also started as a brand new agent. At one point, David started as a brand new agent. At one point, Razor started as a brand new agent. At one point, VG started as a brand new agent. Rob, Arnold, man, the list goes on and on. Courtney, Myra, JoJo, Jessica, Malcolm, Anthony Kelly, man, it just goes on and on. But it also reminded me that it was a ripple effect. So if you're on this call tonight and you ever thought about quitting and you didn't quit, give yourself a pat on the back, because what happened is you also didn't allow somebody else to quit. Understand, everything you do, somebody's watching you regardless if you know it or not. So lead by example. And don't invest $288 to come here and quit. Man, before you do that, call the company back within 72 hours. Someone will give you the money back. Like, we ain't here to take your money. We're here to change your life. But to change your life, it takes action. You have to put in the work. But the crazy thing is that when you put yourself around a family that really cares, it's pretty hard to quit. Because whether you like it or not, they're going to push you to the next level. They're going to push you outside your comfort zone. They're going to tell you what they need to tell you to your face that nobody else will. And that's Team Relentless. We didn't come here to make friends. We came here to create leaders. We didn't come here to create butt buddies. We came here to create business partners. We didn't come here just to create money. We came here to create financial freedom and time freedom with our loved ones. And that's what Team Relentless is all about. So what I want to do is I want to share a quick video that we just put together real quick. And I have to say, man, it kind of just tells you what happened over the weekend. And let me know, actually, give me 1 second. Let me stop that. Here we go. David, let me know if you can see this video. I see it. Oh, give me 1 second, guys. Technical difficulties. It's all right, though. We got this. Yes, it was. Perfect. All right, hold on. I know I keep doing that. We got this. All right, good? We good? Good. that right there just bring us so many memories, so many emotions, like happiness, sadness, all these mixed emotions, man. I'm telling you, you guys had to be there just to experience it, feel it, just the energy, the power, just, man, it was powerful, man. That's just a quick video. Wait till this promotional video drops. It's a wrap. Wait till these photos drop. It's a wrap. Guys, look, we had a professional chef flying all the way from Detroit who normally caters to Puff Daddy, Jay-Z, Carmelo Anthony, right? He was in the house with us for 4 to 5 days. We have Proper TV, who does work for Cardi V, who does work for Meek Mills, Dipset. He was staying with us for 4 to 5 days. So that video is going to be crazy. And then we had no other than our own Vega, right? The marketing genius who was in there flicking it up. And you guys already know he works with high profile people. So it's an honor to have these individuals part of this event. And when that all comes together, man, they're going to really know what happened that weekend. And they're going to recognize what Relentless do. Let's get it, right? So guys, look, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and get straight into the next training. Before I do that, I do want to thank every single one of my leaders. Thank you, David. Thank you, Reza. Thank you, Arnold. Thank you, Anthony Kelly. Thank you, Rob. Man, there was so many people that are involved, and it was so special to me that night. And I don't think people realize or understand, right, that seeing everybody getting their awards, again, just reminded me why we fight so much and why we never gave up and why the vision we had was so clear that we knew exactly where the target was at and we definitely executed. And it reminded me all that hard work. And I'll be honest with you, right? Corporate turns around, they give me that recognition, right? They said, Xavier, you're doing an amazing job. Xavier, VP, EVP, SVP. But I always say it's Team Relentless. It's Relentless. It's Relentless. It's not X, it's Relentless, right? So they turn around and give me these trophies, right? As you can see, we got a good amount, but they came from corporate, right? Guys, this is the first time ever I really got a trophy from the leaders. Like, man, like, I don't even know what to say. All right, let me put that back before I start getting all emotional on y'all. We did too much of that Friday.
You need to move that. That's too close to the edge, X. You be moving a lot during training.
All right, look, just like David Marquez, right? I already got a special spot for this trophy. This right here, like, when people come into my office, they need to see this. This is the one they need to see. Not the one that came from corporate, the one that came from Relentless. This is the one they need to see. So this one goes right here. 5. That's it. We stay at the top. We always tell people, see you at the top or from the top, regardless, we at the top. Let's get it. All right, guys, look, let me go ahead and start sharing my screen because like I told you, I wasn't trying to get too emotional on that one, but I did want to say a special thank you. Thank you to my leaders, man. You guys don't even know how much that means to me. Probably still don't know how much that means to me, man. That was, oof. It was dope. I appreciate it. All right. So let's get into our training tonight, where it's basically exactly what you've seen in those videos, exactly what you heard during these testimonies. People always say, Xavier, how are you guys able to grow the way you guys grow in Team Relentless? And at the end of the day, it's about knowing your actual organization, right? Can you give me my chart? It's actually knowing your organization. So how do you know your organization? How do you understand your organization? And how do you continue to motivate your organization? And how do you make people stick around? Well, it's very simple, guys. Understand that 5% are your top leaders. Again, these are people that are going to go out there and they're going to do the work regardless if you're around or not. So if Xavier turned around and disappeared from this earth, these individuals are going to work that business and operate it no matter what. So those are, for example, your Razors, your Davids, your Arnolds, your VGs, your Robs, your Anthony Kellys, your Maras, you know what I mean, your JoJo's, your Malcolm. I'm blessed to have so many, right? But again, that's only 5%. Then 10% are up and coming leaders. You know, these are the ones, for example, you know, Cherie, you know, you have, which honestly, Cherie's just up there too. She works. There's so many up and coming leaders, you know, but those are just 10%. So understand, we're only talking about 15% of individuals that are actually going to go out there and work. Now, 85% are just considered good clients. Even though they're agents, they're just good clients. They're going to continue paying their monthly fee. And the reason why is they just want to be part of something. And it's okay. That is fine. That is perfectly fine, right? So understand, when you're leading a pack, you got to lead from the back. Why? As you can see here, with a pack of wolves, they put the weak ones in the front. So that means they don't leave no one out. So again, 85% of your organization really ain't going to do too much. You're going to be weak, but that's okay. Put them in the front. As you can see right in the middle, they're going to put individuals that are strong, right? The reason why is because these are individuals that are going to be able to attack and protect if there is an attack from the front of those. So again, you're going to move just as a team. So what do? Those individuals, you actually help them, you mentor them. You take someone within your organization, you say, hey, help these individuals, let them help them get through the path, right? And then as you can see in the back, you actually have the strongest. These are individuals that are going to be the fastest. The reason why is because if there is an attack from the front, not only is the first team is going to attack, but the second team is going to attack, and they're going to get there pretty fast. But more importantly, they're also going to watch their back, right? If someone's going to attack you and they're coming from the front, it's easy to actually probably avoid it or just know it's coming. But from the back, it's a lot harder. So as you can see, those are going to be the ones in the back. Again, those are your top leaders. These are the ones that are always going to be there, just watching everything that's happening and make sure it's operating smoothly. And then this is you all the way in the back, just making sure that everything is happening. Make sure that even if your strongest leader goes down, that you're there and you got third back and you're pushing them forward. And no matter what, all you're doing is pushing your team to the next level. So understand that we move just like a pack. And then at the end of the day, what is the culture? So as you can see here, here's the definition of culture. I'm not going to sit here and read it. You can read it for yourself, but that's the will of culture, right? What I love about it, our culture is completely different. Relentless is something completely different. We're about having fun. Put your hands up, put a number 1, do something if you're about having fun, right? Because if you're not, log off, whatever, you're boring, on to the next one. Now, the second one, right? We're all about learning. Again, put a number 1, put your hands up, put an L, whatever it might be. Let me know that you love to learn, because without learning, you can't get to the next level. And remember, for you to be more, you got to become more. The only way you could do that is through learning. And at the end of the day, get results. Who want to get results? What's the whole point of having fun, learning, and then you don't go out there and put the work in? Man, you're just wasting people's time. Get out of here. We don't got time for that, right? So again, this is our culture. So let me show you who we are. As you can see, we move just like the pack that you first see. Guys, man, we're constantly together. It doesn't matter if it's in Tampa. It doesn't matter if it's in Midwest, all the way in the West Coast. It doesn't matter if it's even in Mexico, all the way outside the country. We're always together and we move as a unit, because at the end of the day, as one, you're powerful. You can be very powerful. But man, when you guys are actually, when we're moving in numbers, we become more powerful, period. Now, understand, this is our vision. This is our mission. This is how we operate. Who are we? An organization with a clear vision that works, right? Listen to this, guys, right? It's kind of, that works and builds together with passion to help others while having fun. That's us. Applying principles and morals to the business and personal life, with the end goal in mind at all times, showing respect and trust amongst each other. Practicing accountability, working with integrity, and also recognition. Guys, that's Team Relentless. And if you don't agree, I'm sorry, I don't know what team you've been around, right? This is what we actually do. Now, at the end of the day, ask yourself, how would you like to have more people join your team and actually stay your team and your team? And how many of you guys would like for your agents to be making more money? And guys, when I'm asking a question, put a number 1. Let me know you're paying attention. Let me make sure I'm talking to the right people. I only want to talk to runners, maybe joggers, but I don't want to sit with sitters, right? So at the end of the day, and how many of you guys would like to make sure that your agents get promoted, that they rank up in the company, that they're getting recognition, that they're getting recognized for their hard work? So guys, all you have to do is actually just have everyone come together. And the way you do that is by always inviting them to weekly events, online meetings, right? Just like tonight's training. The reason why we ask for a minimum of 100 people is because if we have less than 100 people, we're not doing something right. We're not moving in the right direction together, right? And I understand you have leaders with top callers. I mean, we have calls with top leaders. You definitely want to get on those. Always invite your teams for that. Everybody moves as one. Now, lead by example. Don't go out there and tell your team to get on these trainings, on these webinars, but you're not doing it. Don't tell your team to go out there and do presentations, but you're not doing it. And understand, as a leader, your team only does 50% of what you do. Once you understand that, you're going to go out there. And if you're serious about this business and growing it, you're going to do way more than what you're doing now. And in the meet and greets, go out there to local, go out there and do the meet and greet. Go out there and get people locally together. Why? Because they want to hear other individual stories, not just your own. And understand, you might not be able to relate to everyone. I can't relate to a single mom, right? I'm not a mom. I can't relate to a single mom, right? Just like a single mom can't relate to a single dad or, a husband or something like that. So once you do meet and greets and you bring individuals around each other, I'm telling you, facts tells, but stories sells. That's very important. And then they also built the best relationships, period, right? Just like you heard earlier, they said, I came in and had a conversation just based off of hello. I felt like I knew that individual 5, 10, 15 years, right? Why? They built the best relationships. Now check this out. Look what happened here, right? Through this company, right? Another love story, right? This is just like Matt and Kathia, right? Look at these two little lovebirds. Rob had a pretty thin mustache at that time. It's been growing. The income grows, the beard grows. I know, my brother. Look, we there, my brother. We there, right? But check this out, right? What happens is you get people together and create that family and fun day. The reason why is because, again, people just want to be part of something. They want to be around something positive. They're constantly at work hearing negative stuff, people complaining, living paycheck to paycheck. They go into their own household. The spouses might be arguing. The kids are driving you crazy. They just want to be part of something where they have some good energy. Everybody's happy. The conversations are all great. Guys, it's very easy. All you have to do is get the team together. It's just like church, just like the club, just like shopping. Look, ladies, you guys are not the only ones that love shopping. We love shopping too, all right? So don't get me wrong. I'll call some of the fellas. Look, I just want to go do something. Let's go shopping. I think Vega and Prop and myself did that right before we got to the mansion. Let's just go shopping, right? But again, why? We just want to be part of something. That's all it was. We wanted to be part of something. And guys, drown your team with recognition. Look, I almost drowned Gino in this one. Like, physically almost drowning him. But the crazy thing is, if you know Gino and you know myself, I'm like 5'13". Look, everybody's like, what? No, that would be 6'1", right? I'm not that tall, right? It's Puerto Rican. I don't get that tall. I am 5'10", but Gino is like 6'4", right? And that's almost facts, right? How is it that I'm still standing up in water, but Gino's drowning? To this day, I still don't understand what happened in this picture. All I know is Gino, we almost lost Gino that day, right? But guys, look, people actually die for recognition. I think that's what happened. He wanted recognition. He almost died that day. No, Gino, we don't do that. Let's give you a paycheck, right? I'd rather just give you all this money right here than drowning, right? So again, guys, the point to that slide was drown your team with recognition. The reason why is because they will actually die over recognition before they die over a paycheck. It's a proven fact. So that's how you keep people plugged in. And no recognition is too small. The first protection plan, just buy them, go out there and just even them buying an event. Like, for example, if your agent went out there and bought that GoPro event already registered, you got to give them recognition. There should be like a whole team. As a matter of fact, we need a whole chat just to give these people recognition. For the individuals that went out to this training, recognition. People even travel long distance. We had Jojo from New York, Jessica from New York. We had Jordan. We had Jordan from Atlanta, right? Who else? We had Natalie and Will from Massachusetts. Man, we got Proper from New York. People are traveling distance, right? So again, give them that recognition, give them the gifts, give them the dinners, the trips, the tickets to the company events, prize. You know, guys, look, I'm telling you, if we put that event together just for Friday night, that entire event was worth it. You should have seen people, like I said, there was no dry eyes in that entire room, period. And if you had dry eyes, you was just a cold-hearted person. I don't think we do that. We was checking temperatures, right? But look, guys, and also become their biggest promoters. They love to hear that they're doing something right. At the end of the day, when they go to work, nobody tells them that they're doing their job right. Nobody's giving them recognition. Guys, they are doing this for a reason. They don't want to be at a workplace. They don't want to be around that environment. Give them recognition. Don't become a boss or a manager of theirs. Remember, if you're a boss, real bosses don't have boss. I don't have a boss. Alfred, Nicola, Ashton, they can't tell me what to do. I respect them. I follow their lead. I follow the system. But again, I love it because I do what I want. So make sure they're doing what they want, right? And become the biggest promoter, period. And don't be afraid to over deliver. Constantly give them recognition. Why do you think every single week we do the top 10? I don't care if it's the same names over and over. Every week you have an opportunity to be up there too. So it's not because somebody's been around longer. I heard some new names today. Man, my man said, congratulations. I heard that name. I said, my man. But again, every single week you have the same opportunity. These people were just wanting more than you, period. That's a true fact. If someone's getting more than you, it's because they wanted more than you, period. Because it's not about skills. It's about hard work. And then remember, no results does not equal no effort. Here we go. Somebody else wanted to do the actual Eddie. What's going on? There you go. So, right. So understand, no results doesn't mean that they're not putting any efforts. As an SVP, sometimes I could go a whole week without an enrollment. Doesn't mean I wasn't actually following up. Doesn't mean I was getting new leads. Doesn't mean I was actually doing everything I was supposed to do. So don't come down on your team. A lot of leaders actually create problems within their organization because they're coming down on their agents because no numbers are being put up, like they're not working. Not knowing next week, 10 enrollments are about to come off of the work that they did this week. And then create a positive and safe environment for your team. Put rules into place. Promote peace and zero tolerance for any negativity. We don't accept bad vibes. And always, always, always promote the peace and don't be afraid to kick somebody out just like this. We do this all the time. We give you that 300 kick. I got it on video, right? Because we're serious about our team. It's not just about money, guys. Money's going to come. The money's going to come. But where's the principle? Where's the morals? Where's the family bond? Where is the crush when someone's about to fall, but we become each other's crushes and no one falls within our organization? So any negativity is like cancer. You got to go ahead and cut it out before it spreads through the actual body. So here at Team Relentless, you get booted out real quick with any negativity. And we've done it before. And protect your team from any negative individuals in and outside of your organization. Protect your team. Don't let no one talk negative about no one. And also lead by example. That means you don't speak negative about no one. And protect your team from outside individuals. And your team will actually respect you more as a leader when you protect them. We had this conversation before. And allow everyone to speak up, express their opinions very freely with no judgment. Understand, Planet Fitness actually became very successful because they put the judgment-free zone. Doesn't matter your title. You might have the best idea. Or it doesn't matter your concern. It could be a very valid concern. And if you don't create a positive and safe environment, people's going to leave. Remember, people always remember about negative. Negativity does not sell. Everything you do positive, only one person will hear about it. Everything you do negative, 10 people will hear about it. So be careful how you move. And know your agent's strengths and weaknesses. Know that everybody doesn't show up or feel the same way as you do for the opportunity. So don't treat them any different. Don't talk bad about them. Don't be rude. Because again, let them work on their own pace. And your 20% might be their 100%. So why you think that, hey, what you just did, that was 20%, they're looking at you with this one 100%, it's okay. Because at the end of the day, we have different agents. We have agents here that just want an extra $400 a month. One customer enrollment a week. That's okay. We have agents in here like myself that want $400,000 a month. I want to do what Alfred's doing, $100,000 a week. It's not about the money, but what can I do with the money? And let's all be honest. Money doesn't buy happiness, but it's a good down payment. And money's not everything, but it's up there with oxygen. So why not allow it to create time freedom? Because that's what it's doing. You got to buy time. And always put the spotlight on your team. Guys, man, I don't know if my leadership want to vouch for this or not, but this whole weekend was all about them. And again, that's why I was so grateful and thankful that they did give me that trophy, because I'm like, wow, they did think about me, and that meant a lot, because this whole entire weekend was all about them, making sure that when they got up, they were fed, making sure during the day they got that dinner, making sure that they had a nice environment, and maybe some of them never been into a mansion, let them experience that. So just being able to create that was all about them, and it made me feel good. Because at the end of the day, that's why I tell people, like, why do you want the spotlight on you? The spotlight doesn't make me feel good. What makes me feel good when I see people in the spotlight that I was able to put in that position. Because at the end of the day, I just want to see the show and just eat popcorn all the way from the back. I don't want to be the actor. I don't want to be the starting role, whatever it might be, right? So stop trying to be the person on Main Street and taking all the credit and recognition. See the bigger picture and how many people can you really impact? How many lives can you really change? And duplicate yourself. Create more leaders and more success stories, and understand that great leaders create leaders, weak leaders create followers. Relentless, man, name me one weak leader. There ain't none. They're all strong. And that's why more and more leaders keep getting created out of this organization. We're relentless. And give them certain jobs to do from the beginning, from ushering, registration, bringing in equipment, hosting, opening webinars, setting up schedules, and then let them take off. Let them do, again, PBRs. Let them do the team calls. Let them do some trainings, some weekly game days. And then also let them tell their stories and their success, not always yours. I hate when leaders always want to talk about their success. They want to talk about their stories. I want to hear the new person. I'm tired of your story already. People are tired of my story. Let's hear Sharice's story. Let's hear Tony's story. Tony was having a blast this weekend. I was like, oh, girl, I see you. I see you. Right? Courtney got a story. So many got stories. Let them tell their stories. Sharice seen success. Courtney has seen success. Tony's doing her thing, seeing success. Let them share that. They can probably relate to one of them more than they relate to you. Right? And understand this. You don't need to be perfect to build a large team. You just need to get yourself out the way. So understand, it's not about going out there and becoming this perfect person and building this large organization. Just get yourself out the way. Focus on helping people win. Before you know it, you have this huge organization. Because understand, an engineer designed the blueprint, but his team was the one who went out there and actually constructed the building. So it's the exact same thing in this industry. It's the exact same thing in this business we're in. And guys, go out there and have fun. Take the business trips, vacation trips. I love doing this. Razor, myself, Rob, VG. We done went on so many vacations, made them business trips as well. David and myself got this huge one coming up. Like David and myself was talking like, bro, have we looked at our 2021 calendar? Do you see how many trips we about to take? Like, I swear it's like almost every single month we got a trip to take. But that's awesome. This is someone that I worked at a corporate job and a cubicle with before. Now we're traveling the world with our loved ones while making money. And most importantly, we're impacting lives. Now, do local trips, dinners, family activities, sports events, non-business related activities. Remember, what you do after hours set the tone for what you do during business hours. I'm gonna read that to you one more time. I want everybody to write that down. What you do during what you do after hours sets the tone for what you do during business hours. Why do you think Apple, Google, all those companies are so successful? So same reason why we operated the same way over here. And then give them time to relax. Let them get them time to put their head down. I'm not talking about put their head down and focus and work. Just relax. It's not always about work. I told Razor before, right? And she keeping it 100. I said, Razor, don't take the fun out of this. You're working too much. Don't take the fun out of this. And I would force her to take time off, right? So guys, make sure you create this culture within your organization that's going to make people stick around. And it's definitely going to show people that you're not really worrying about the money. The money's going to come. You're really worrying about mentally, spiritually, financially, right? That's huge. And then create a family environment amongst each other, amongst your agents. More respect, more trust is built. And then guys, look, people don't join this industry for the business. They join this industry just to create a better lifestyle. So again, understand it's not about sitting here and becoming rich overnight or trying to make people think that. Again, somebody just want a better lifestyle. They just want to be part of something, or they just want to make a couple extra $100 every single month. Not even every single week, just every single month. So a family that prays together stays together, and one that walks apart falls apart. So guys, man, look, I want to thank every single one of you guys for getting on tonight's webinar or tonight's training. I have to say, man, I'm blessed to be in this position. Without this organization, every single one of you guys, I would not be here. So when they say Xavier SVP, is Relentless as SVP. And for every single leader that played a role over the weekend, for every single person that actually invested and took the time to come out, and for every agent that really took full opportunity, took full advantage of this opportunity, thank you. And just so you guys can start thinking in the future, one, hurry up and get to sales director, first of all, period. Two, even if you don't get to sales director and you have an event that's going on like this and someone's telling you there's a family and fun day going on, don't think about you coming in there and just being part of the pool party. Think about how can you grow your business and how many potentials you can bring to that actual pool party in a mansion, and just show them the culture, show them the lifestyle. We're not here to convince people. We're here just to show them. So again, for future events, take full advantage of it. Tell yourself, let me get in a business mindset and not like a partying mindset. Let me get in a business mindset and not like a chill mindset. Guys, I'm telling you, the ones that didn't take full advantage of that family and fun day, the ones that didn't take full advantage of that workshop, oh man, you lost out big time, big time. So don't let it happen again. Learn from it. Next time, make whatever sacrifices you need to make to show up, get the value, and that's about it. Myra, I'm going to give it back to you. Team Relentless, thank you so much. Without you guys, I won't be up here. And again, I can't wait till I see every single one of you guys at Pinnacle. That's when I feel that we might stop. We might stop. So again,
we ain't stopping. We not stopping. But X, of course, I can't even say anything else to make any of that any better. We thank you again. You always give it back to us, but the truth is, again, you were the man behind this movement. Everyone, please pay mind. As he said, this was a transformational event. Count yourself in, because somebody already invited you on board to this opportunity. And you know what's crazy? The same $288 that Xavier Marrero paid should be the same $288 that you invested to give yourself access to making big things happen. This is just the beginning for all of us. Let's close the rest of this year out crazy strong. Let 2020 be the year that you redesigned the future that you are totally in charge of. Limitless, without any hesitations, going for what you want and what you deserve. Team Relentless, let's take it to the top. We'll catch you next week at our very next training. God bless everyone. Have a blessed Tuesday night. Take care, y'all.